If you're over 65, you need to hear this right now. There's a $13 billion insurance scam happening in America that's draining the bank accounts of millions of seniors every single year. And the worst part? It's completely legal. These companies have found a loophole so profitable, so massive, that even when they get caught, the fines are just a slap on the wrist compared to what they're making. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how this scam works, why you or someone you love might already be a victim, and what you can do before it's too late. And listen, if you care about protecting yourself or your parents from predatory insurance companies, you need to hit that subscribe button right now. This channel exists specifically for people who refuse to be taken advantage of by systems designed to confuse you. We expose what they don't want you to know, and if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss the warnings that could save you thousands. So do yourself a favor and subscribe before you forget. Now, I need you to watch this entire video. I'm not exaggerating when I say that skipping even one section could cost you or your family serious money. This isn't clickbait. This is about a system that's been bleeding seniors dry for years, and almost nobody is talking about it. Share this with anyone you know who's on Medicare, anyone who's retired, anyone who has elderly parents. This information could literally save them from financial ruin. Welcome to the channel. We're here to bring you the financial alerts, legal updates, and hidden truths that mainstream media won't cover. This is your place for real talk about money, rights, and protection. If that's what you're looking for, you're in the right place. Consider subscribing so you never miss an update that could impact your life. All right, let's get straight into this, because what I'm about to tell you is happening right now today as you're watching this video. Seniors across America are being manipulated, lied to, and financially drained by insurance companies selling Medicare Advantage plans. And it's a $13 billion industry built on deception. Let me explain how this scam works, and I promise I'll keep it simple. You've probably heard of Medicare Advantage. It's advertised everywhere, especially during enrollment season. You see commercials with smiling seniors talking about $0 premiums, free gym memberships, dental coverage, and even grocery benefits. It sounds incredible, right? It sounds like the government finally did something good for retirees. But here's the truth. Medicare Advantage is not run by the government. It's run by private insurance companies. And these companies are making billions by tricking seniors into giving up their traditional Medicare. Here's how the scam starts. When you turn 65, you're eligible for Original Medicare, which is Part A and Part B. Part A covers hospital visits, Part B covers doctor visits. It's simple. It's been around for decades. It works, but it doesn't cover everything. So many people add a supplement plan, also called Medigap, and a Part D plan for prescriptions. This combination gives you solid, predictable coverage. But then the insurance companies saw an opportunity. They created Medicare Advantage, also called Part C, and they marketed it like crazy. They make it sound better than Original Medicare. They offer extras like vision, dental, hearing aids, even cash back on groceries, and they do it all with little to no monthly premium. Sounds like a no-brainer, right? Wrong. Here's what they don't tell you. When you switch to Medicare Advantage, you're giving up your rights under Original Medicare. You're handing control of your healthcare to a private insurance company. And that company now decides what treatments you can get, which doctors you can see, and whether or not they'll approve the care your doctor recommends. You might be thinking, well, that's how all insurance works, and you'd be partially right. But here's the difference. With Original Medicare, if your doctor says you need a procedure, Medicare covers it. There's no middleman. There's no approval process. But with Medicare Advantage, the insurance company can say no. And they do. All the time. Let me give you a real example. Let's say you need a knee replacement. Your doctor says it's medically necessary. Under Original Medicare, you get the surgery. Under Medicare Advantage, the insurance company reviews your case. They might deny it. They might say you need to try physical therapy first, even if you've already done that. They might require prior authorization, which can take weeks or even months. And during that time, you're in pain, you're waiting, you're suffering, all because a corporation is trying to save money. And here's where it gets even worse. A lot of people don't find out about these restrictions until they're already sick. They sign up for Medicare Advantage because of the perks, and then when they actually need care, they get hit with denials, delays, and out-of-pocket costs they never expected. Now let me tell you why this is a $13 billion scam. The government pays Medicare Advantage companies a set amount of money for every person who enrolls. On average, that's about $12,000 to $15,000 per person per year. The insurance company gets that money whether you use your benefits or not. So their entire business model is based on one thing: keeping as much of that money as possible. And the way they do that is by denying care, limiting access, and making it as difficult as possible for you to actually use your benefits. In fact, government investigations have found that Medicare Advantage companies deny necessary care at alarming rates. In some cases, they deny claims that would have been automatically approved under original Medicare. And when seniors appeal these denials, the insurance companies often overturn their own decisions, which proves the denials were wrong in the first place. But most people don't appeal. They don't know they can. They just accept the denial and either pay out of pocket or go without the care they need. Let that sink in. These companies are denying legitimate claims on purpose, betting that you won't fight back. And it's working. They're making billions, but the scam goes even deeper. Let's talk about how they get you to sign up in the first place. Insurance agents are paid huge commissions to sell Medicare Advantage plans. We're talking $500 to $700 per enrollment. So these agents are highly motivated to get you to switch. And many of them use deceptive tactics to do it. They'll call you at home. They'll knock on your door. They'll set up tables at grocery stores and community centers. And they'll use high-pressure sales tactics to get you to sign up on the spot. They'll tell you that you're losing money by staying on original Medicare. They'll say Medicare Advantage is better, newer, more comprehensive. They'll downplay the restrictions and make it sound like there's no downside. Some agents even lie. They tell seniors that original Medicare is being phased out, which is completely false. They say you have to switch to Medicare Advantage or you'll lose your benefits. Again, not true, but seniors believe them because these agents sound official. They use confusing language. They throw around terms like network and prior authorization without explaining what they actually mean. And here's the thing, once you sign up, it's hard to switch back. If you've been on Medicare Advantage for more than a year, you might not be able to get a Medigap plan. Insurance companies can deny you or charge you outrageous premiums based on your health, so you're stuck. You're locked into a system that profits by limiting your care. Now let's talk about who this affects the most. It's not wealthy retirees. It's people on fixed incomes. It's people who can't afford to pay thousands of dollars out of pocket when their claims get denied. It's people who live in rural areas where Medicare Advantage networks are tiny and their choices are limited. It's people who didn't understand what they were signing up for because the system is intentionally confusing. And the emotional toll is devastating. Imagine being 70 years old, dealing with a serious illness, and having to fight with your insurance company just to get the treatment your doctor says you need. Imagine the stress, the fear, the helplessness. That's what millions of seniors are going through right now. Here's another piece of the scam. Medicare Advantage companies use something called upcoding. This is where they exaggerate how sick you are to get more money from the government. Remember, the government pays them based on how much care you're supposed to need. So if the insurance company can make you look sicker on paper, they get a bigger payment. They're not giving you extra care. They're just inflating your diagnoses to collect more taxpayer money. The government has caught companies doing this repeatedly, and they've been fined hundreds of millions of dollars. But the fines are tiny compared to the profits. It's just the cost of doing business. Let me give you some numbers so you understand the scale. Medicare Advantage now covers more than 30 million people. That's more than half of all Medicare beneficiaries. The industry is worth over $400 billion a year. And investigations have found that improper payments, including upcoding and fraudulent billing, account for roughly $13 billion annually. That's your tax money, that's money that's supposed to go toward healthcare. Instead, it's padding the profits of insurance companies. And here's what makes this whole thing so infuriating. The people running these companies know exactly what they're doing. They've been sued, they've been investigated, they've been fined, and they keep doing it. Because the money they make from the scam is so much bigger than the penalties. It's a broken system, and seniors are paying the price. So what can you do? How do you protect yourself or your loved ones from this? First, if you're on original Medicare and you're happy with it, do not let anyone pressure you into switching. You do not have to enroll in Medicare Advantage. Original Medicare is not going away. It's still there. It still works. If someone tells you otherwise, they're lying. Second, if you're considering Medicare Advantage, read the fine print. Understand the network restrictions. Know what prior authorizations are required. Ask about denial rates. Don't just look at the perks. Look at the limitations. Third, if you're already on Medicare Advantage and you're having problems, know that you have rights. You can appeal denials. You can file complaints with Medicare. You can switch plans during the annual enrollment period, which happens every fall. And in some cases, you can switch back to original Medicare, though you'll want to talk to a licensed advisor about your options. Fourth, be very careful about who you take advice from. Only work with licensed independent agents who are not getting paid to push one plan over another. Avoid anyone who uses high-pressure tactics or makes it sound urgent. You have time to make an informed decision. Don't let anyone rush you. Fifth, talk to your family. If your parents are on Medicare, have this conversation with them. Make sure they understand what plan they're on and what it actually covers. A lot of seniors don't realize they've been switched to Medicare Advantage until it's too late. Help them review their options every year. And here's the bigger picture. This issue isn't going away unless people start speaking up. The insurance lobby is powerful. They spend millions on political donations and advertising. They don't want this story to get out. But the more people know, the harder it is for them to keep doing this. That's why I'm asking you to share this video. Send it to your parents. Send it to your grandparents. Send it to anyone you know who's on Medicare or about to enroll. This isn't just about views, this is about protecting people from a system that's designed to take advantage of them. You need to understand something. These companies are counting on you not paying attention. They're counting on confusion. They're counting on people being too tired, too trusting, or too overwhelmed to ask questions. Don't give them that. Be informed, be skeptical, protect yourself. And if you've already been affected by this, if you've had a claim denied, or you've been tricked into enrolling in a plan you didn't understand, know that you're not alone. Millions of people are in the same situation. It's not your fault. The system is rigged, but you can still take action. Let me tell you one more story. I heard from a viewer last month whose mother was on Medicare Advantage. She had a heart condition and needed a specific procedure. The insurance company denied it 3 times. Each time, her doctor had to resubmit paperwork, make phone calls, and fight for approval. It took 4 months. 4 months of stress and fear and uncertainty. Finally, the procedure was approved, but by then her condition had gotten worse. That delay, that unnecessary suffering, was caused by a company trying to save a few $1,000s, and they're making billions. This is happening every single day to people's mothers, fathers, grandparents, to veterans, to people who worked their whole lives and deserve better. Now, I want to be very clear about something. Not every Medicare Advantage plan is bad. Some people are happy with their plans, some people have had good experiences, but the problem is the system itself. The incentives are wrong. The companies make more money by denying care, and there's not enough oversight to stop them. And the government knows this. There have been reports. There have been hearings. But the changes are slow, and in the meantime, people are suffering. So here's my final message to you. Stay informed. This channel is dedicated to bringing you information that affects your life, your money, and your rights. We cover the stories that get buried. We explain the systems that are designed to confuse you, and we give you the tools to protect yourself. If you found this video helpful, if it opened your eyes to something you didn't know, then do 2 things. 1, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We post videos like this regularly, and you don't want to miss them. This channel is built for people like you, people who care about staying informed, staying ahead, and not getting taken advantage of. Every video we make could save you money, stress, or worse. So subscribe now, because the next scam, the next hidden fee, the next rule change could affect you, and you need to be ready. And 2, share this video. Send it to everyone you know who needs to see it. Post it on Facebook. Send it in a text. Email it to your family. The only way we fight back against these billion-dollar corporations is by spreading the truth. The system is broken, but knowledge is power, and now you have the knowledge. Use it. Protect yourself, protect your loved ones, and don't let them get away with this. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.